How's it going, everyone? Got quite a bit to talk about in this video. Want to go over an unfortunate delay for an upcoming JRPG, maybe one you're not even completely aware is coming. That is Valkyrie Profile Lenneth. Yes, most of you are probably very much aware of Valkyrie Profile Elysium, but we'll talk all about this delay in a little bit. An upcoming free-to-play title, Deathverse Let It Die, has gotten a bit of an update. This is a super quirky and zany game. We'll talk about that briefly, and we have a bit of an update on the upcoming Splinter remake. We'll talk that at the end of this video. But first of all, Valkyrie Profile Lenneth has been delayed until December the 22nd. Now, this was actually due out the same day as Valkyrie Profile Elysium on September the 29th. Now, Valkyrie Profile Lenneth originally released on the PlayStation Portable, and it was like an upgraded version of the original Valkyrie Profile. I believe I'm getting this all right, which that version was released in the year 2000. Lenneth came out, I want to say 06, 07, somewhere around there, and with the digital deluxe version of Valkyrie Elysium, you get a copy of Valkyrie Profile Lenneth. That's kind of the incentive to buy the digital deluxe edition. And it was scheduled for a release on the same day. Unfortunately, Square Enix has given a brief update noting, as we celebrate the upcoming launch of Valkyrie Elysium, we unfortunately need a bit more time for Valkyrie Profile Lenneth to improve the quality of the title and have decided to move the release date to December the 22nd. For those who have pre-ordered Valkyrie Elysium Digital Deluxe Edition from the PlayStation Store, you'll now receive your copy of Valkyrie Profile Lenneth on December 22nd of 2022. Thank you all for your support. We look forward to you playing Valkyrie Elysium from September 29th and Valkyrie Profile Lenneth when it launches on December 22nd. I don't think this is too big of a deal. Unfortunately, you would like information about this much more ahead of time and not a week before the release of the game, because this is a 3-month delay. Like, a 3-month delay a week before a game is supposed to be dropping, I feel like you should know, like, well ahead of a week whether or not you're gonna need more time. Is it going to be a deal breaker for a lot of people? I don't think so, but I mean, for people that already parted ways with their money, pre-ordering the digital deluxe edition, alright, that's a little bit of a bummer, but it'll be out before the end of the year. Don't think it's the end of the world. I think come September 29th, everybody's going to be busy with Valkyrie Elysium anyway. So I don't think it's the end of the world, but again, you would just like these things to be clear a little bit more ahead of time. And you know, delays aren't a big deal. There's a billion games to play. You guys got 8 billion games in your backlog. You know, a game getting delayed isn't the end of the world, but it's just like, you know, a little bit ahead of time would be nice, and people already bought the digital deluxe edition, so from that standpoint, I do think that's a bit of a bummer. Nonetheless, if you have yet to play the Valkyrie Elysium demo, I would highly recommend you to go and do that. It's quite good, and I think for those of you that are fans of action RPGs, you're going to quite enjoy it. Super stylish gameplay, and I think it's one that people are going to be pretty surprised by. If you're not, like, super looking forward to it at this point, give that demo a shot. Maybe it's not a game you want to spend $60 on, but keep it on the wish list. Maybe down the line during a discount. Pick it up then, but I think a lot of people are going to end up enjoying it. Alright, moving on from that, I do want to know Deathverse Let It Die has gotten its opening movie. Super quirky game this is. Definitely getting the vibes of like a Suda51 game. And yeah, very over the top, very zany. The gameplay looks pretty over the top as well. A lot of different abilities being utilized just in this opening cinematic that you see. But the game is a free-to-play multiplayer survival action game, so it's not like you gotta drop any money to try it out. It's had like a few testing periods. The game is due out on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 on September the 28th, and the PC release will be happening on October the 5th. The game notes in the survival battle arena Deathverse Let It Die, you'll compete against players and fight off hazardous in-game foes in player versus environment combat. Use state-of-the-art weaponry to dazzle crowds and customize your own original character with upgrades you collect and unlock as you cheat death, outlive your competitors, and climb the rankings to become a star. The grand stage is an uninhabited island covered in indispensable energy source in the era of Deathverse Let It Die. Transform into all kinds of weapons like hammers, knives, katanas, and more to batter and break your competitors. Deploy protective shields to stop attackers in their tracks. Fire electric bullets to stun enemies. Activate any number of skills that you can customize to suit your playstyle. As you progress through the game, you can upgrade your Wilson and unlock even more ways to slay and increase your odds of survival. It's also A story to die for, set 100 years after the events of Let It Die. Deathverse Let It Die brings players back into the world of smash hit reality show Death Jamboree, hosted by charismatic Brian Zemix, with commentary from the former champion. The MC's personalities are just as colorful as the bloodstained stage, while it's well known that Death Jamboree is produced by the enigmatic Yatsuyama Broadcasting Company. The show's past is steeped in mystery and led by a cabal of shadowy figures. It's time to master your favorite weapons, captivate fans with show-stopping moves, and gain the adoration of a global audience to become a rising star. Again, it is a free-to-play game, so you can check it out on PS4 and PS5 come September the 28th, and the PC release will be coming a week after on October the 5th. Lastly, look, I'm very excited for Splinter Cell to finally be coming back. It's a ground-up remake of the original, and it is noted that the remake might be a lot different than the original. The job listing of the Splinter Cell remake scriptwriter that was found noted, this is a Ubisoft job listing, using the first Splinter Cell game as our foundation, we are rewriting and updating the story for a modern-day audience. We want to keep the spirit and themes of the original game while exploring our characters and the world to make them more authentic and believable. As a scriptwriter at Ubisoft Toronto, you'll join the narrative team and help create a cohesive and compelling narrative experience for a new audience of Splinter Cell fans. So, a lot of people interpreting that in different ways. I really don't think you can read too much into it outside of the fact that this Splinter Cell title will be a bit different than the original, so do keep that in mind. I'm just excited to see Splinter Cell back, man. Like, this is a game this is a franchise that should have never got away for as long as it did. Blacklist came out before the PlayStation 4 came out. I remember picking up Blacklist the day it came out. I want to say it was August of 2013. And I loved Splinter Cell Blacklist. That game was super underrated in my opinion. Maybe it had that unfortunate, like, release window of people already getting excited for the next generation consoles at that point. And, you know, there wasn't a lot of buzz with those latter games. I think it was like Splinter Cell and like Saints Row 4 was coming out as well right around that time. And people were more so looking ahead to getting a PS4 or an Xbox One. And if memory serves me correctly, Blacklist was like a couple weeks before GTA 5 as well. So, like, the timing may have not worked out the best for Blacklist, but I thought Blacklist ended up being a really great game. And then, you know, 9 years it's been since that game came out, and this is still very much in early development. It's going to be a while before we play the Splinter Cell remake, so bear that in mind as well. Like, I wouldn't expect to play this game until 2024, 2025. So, yeah, the game is still very much in its infancy, given that the narrative is still being shaped up. I wouldn't expect to see this for quite a long time, but at the very least, we know that Sam Fisher will be back. We know that Splinter Cell is going to get another title, and hey, I can live with that for now. But that is going to do it for me. Again, unfortunate delay of Valkyrie Profile Lenneth for PS5 and PS4. That's been delayed till December 22nd. Don't worry, Elysium is still out next week, September the 29th. You can be looking forward to that, and if you did buy the Digital Deluxe, unfortunate for the delay, but you will be playing the game on December the 22nd, and, you know, Elysium, again, coming no problem. Deathverse, Let It Die, opening movie has dropped. Super wacky and zany game here, but free-to-play title coming to PS4 and PS5, and Ubisoft is rewriting and updating Splinter Cell, the remake, for a modern-day audience. Again, that game is of a long ways out, so don't be expecting it anytime soon, but do be expecting something a bit different than the original. That's gonna do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.